Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 895. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
All right, so we got cut off with technical difficulties because of Zoom, so we're going to continue with the coverage of the concept art spoilers for Shin Gojira or Shin Gojira sequel. So go ahead, Chris.
No, I mean, I think what we were talking about before, maybe getting a little bit off into a different topic based on that, was, if this is the mindset that they're going in with the sequel, possibly, I mean, I just don't know what that's going to be like. You know what I'm saying?
It would definitely be unrecognizable to any Godzilla thing that there's a huge, 100-foot or 200-foot female running around with spikes on her back, roaring like Godzilla. I mean, that's just unheard of, and I wouldn't expect to see it in my lifetime. But then again, life is weird, so okay.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is they're not going to go with that concept at all. And, if they're going to have those human Godzilla things come out of his tail, if they're going to be in the next movie, the only thing I can think of is maybe Godzilla comes out of there and those human things are like, well, this is the old Godzilla, so we have to kill him, and then they fight each other, but they're only like 50 feet tall, so it's like he could just step on them.
Right,
I mean, personally, I've said this before, I hope that if they make a Shin Gojira 2, I hope maybe he evolves into a more recognizable form. Like, he comes out of that solidified state as, like, a more recognizable Godzilla with elements of Shin Gojira in it.
Right.
And then maybe they kind of calm down with what they're doing from there.
I think the laser beams have to stop and show it come out of his
so.
mouth, and I don't think his mouth should extend, and I think that no laser beams to the tail, no tail that's alive as a separate entity. All that stuff is strange to me.
And I also have more news on that as well. That, his whole laser beam thing, literally, that is an exact thing that happens in Evangelion. I saw a video of it.
Okay.
They played it like side by side almost, and it was literally an exact thing from that. So basically what they're doing is they're taking things from Evangelion and putting them in Godzilla. That's what they're doing. So this is basically Evangelion's version of Godzilla, which I think is a little meh.
Strange.
Yeah,
I think so. All right, so we'll have to wait and see what Toho does with Shin Gojira 2 or Godzilla Resurgence 2 or Shin Godzilla 2, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get out of Godzilla. What's next?
Yeah, so the other things that we had were, apparently there's a Castlevania TV series in the works.
We just were talking about.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a movie, but okay, a TV series, I don't know if that's a good idea, but what's going on with that?
Yeah, apparently it might be an animated thing, and this is coming from Dark Horizons, and this is coming from the executive producer of Adventure Time, Fred Siebert,
Okay.
and he's hinting this week on the Nick Animation podcast, and this is his quote, quote, "We have a project right now that we're doing that needs to go unnamed based on one of the most world-famous video games of the last 30 years that we've had in our shop for 12 years without being able to get it started. But there were great characters and a great story, and eventually we got it going."
Okay.
So apparently they have the rights to Castlevania, and that could be coming up pretty soon.
All right. I guess we'll give that a chance. What other news we have so far?
And we were talking about this a little while ago. Apparently the Aquaman crew is preparing for underwater stunts, which sounds kind of cool to me.
I mean, it would be slow underwater. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, how could you flip underwater and do all the weird? Yeah. All right.
Depends on what they're planning on doing,
I guess. Will and Grace is coming back, I heard, right?
Really?
NBC, it's a series. They had the test run with the election and stuff like that, and people went ape crap. They loved it. So now they're getting a 10-episode mini-series or whatever revival that may lead into a regular series. I don't know. So NBC is thinking about bringing back that old show as well as maybe some other ones. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Besides that, how was your New Year's?
Wasn't bad. Pretty relaxing, to be honest.
Yeah. Did you see the Mariah Carey thing?
No, I did not actually.
Oh my God. All right. That's going to be something for Topic Wonders, I'm sure. That was probably the best way to close out 2016 is that mess, which I'll show you off air.
Sure.
Pretty funny. All right, guys. Have a happy New Year again. Glad you enjoyed these few podcasts we have. Maybe we'll have some later. Take care. Bye for now.